Hey everybody, it's Lord Magicus, and we're gonna play Is It Merfolk in Modern? So this is gonna be the beginning of a series where I do these every day instead of doing 2 leagues uploaded twice a week. I think this is gonna make this schedule a little bit easier on me, and hopefully it'll make the leagues go a little bit better. Um, it's an experiment. We'll see how this goes. If this seems like it's working out well, then this might be just what we're going to do from now on. I'm curious to know. Let me know what you guys think after after you see this league. Does this format work for you? Because I have high hopes that it's going to help me. So I would like to make sure that everybody is happy with the content that is coming on here. So if you appreciate watching this stuff, feel free to give me a thumbs up. You can follow me in my social media, or if you really want to, show off how much you love me, you can get one of the cool playmats and show them off to people. All the links for that are in the description. So let's look at this. So the Goblins deck is definitely a very real threat right now. So we have to do something about it, and I think the answer that I want to try is Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is very good against the Goblins. It deals with a lot of the biggest threats to us, like Conspicuous Snoop and also Goblin Pile Driver. I think just having good removal against them is important, because if we just let them do what they're going to do without disrupting their creatures, we are going to get steamrolled by them every time. To be perfectly honest, this might not even be enough against them either, but we're going to try at least. I think this is going to be better than Dismember. And there are a few other problems that this solves for us that I'm hoping that it's going to work out. Lightning Bolt fits on our curve pretty nicely. It gives us extra things to do on turn 1. Supporting that, we're going to play some Master Waves. Master Waves also very good against Prowess, Burn, and now Goblins. So this protection from red seems like it's going to be pretty relevant. And the other card that I'm going to put in here, I don't have Brazen Borrowers in my deck. We normally play them because we're worried about stuff like Ensnaring Bridge, and we also want creature interaction, but as it turns out, there's another red card that actually does basically both of those things, and it's Abrade. Destroys an artifact or deals 3 damage to a creature. So we can either destroy an Ensnaring Bridge if that's a problem, or we can just, use Abrade to destroy a creature that's threatening us. It's going to help us against decks like Vizier Combo and Humans and Goblins. And if we don't need it, we can always side it out. But this is a pretty flexible card, so I think we can afford to play these in the main deck. It gives us a good reason to play red. This card's very powerful. We don't normally have a lot of good creature removal, so relying on the red cards to help push our damage through is going to be useful, I think. So supporting this, we have 11 Lords in our deck. Trickster and Reedry are very good tempo tools, and I think they're going to be better when we support them with removing the critical creatures. We'll play 2 Spreading Seas. I don't really want to play more than 2, and we'll see the reason for that in the sideboard here, but other than that, everything else is basically standard here. We get to play Fiery Islet, so we don't need Waterlogged Grove, but we have the red version of it instead, so it can help us cast our bolts when we need them. Spire Bluffs and some Steam Vents along with fetches. We have, 3 fetches in here, so we have access to 7 basics, essentially, if we need them. I think that should be fine. So this will give us 4, 8, 10, 13 red sources to cast, single red spells, so that should be good enough. Normally 14 is what we play if we want to cast, 14 is the absolute minimum for double blue, so I think 13 for a single red is probably fine. So let's look at our sideboard here. So we're going to play Blood Moon in the sideboard. Blood Moon is going to help us a lot against the Tron decks and also the Amulet Titan deck. And it turns out that if Amulet Titan doesn't have any basic force in play, it's really hard for them to do anything once this Blood Moon's on the table. They have a very difficult time casting spells at all. So slamming this in turn 3 is definitely a reasonable way to win the game. We just have to hope they don't have the basic force. But this is much harder hate than something like Spreading Seas. Yeah, Seas is not very good against them. They can always bounce their lands, but Blood Moon is great against them. I think between Ashiok and Blood Moon, it's pretty close as to what's better. Situationally, either one can be stronger, but I think Blood Moon, if they have no real threats in play at the time, yeah, Blood Moon is just gonna annihilate them. They're not gonna be able to cast Primeval Titan, so then they're never gonna get to like do anything with it. The other red card here that's worth mentioning is Roast. So we already have 6 removal spells in the main deck, but the problem is they only deal 3 damage. So if we go up against something like Eldrazi, we need something a little bit stronger, or even like Death Shadow. We really want something that can like deal that 4 and 5 damage range. Roast is a very good red removal spell for that reason, so I think we can afford to try this out. It's seen some play in like some like blue-red decks before, and it's fine. There's not like, it's a sorcery speed card. It doesn't hit flying, but there's not really a lot of 5 toughness flying creatures we care about. The only real one would be like Baneslayer Angel or Lyra, but to be honest, we're not super concerned about those cards, so this is just going to deal with stuff like Thought-Knot Seer, or Reality Smasher, or Death Shadow, or Gurmag Angler, so I think this is a fine card to have. And the other, yeah, there's one more red card we're playing, and it is the Royal Scion. So this is something that we can side in against the grindy decks. Any deck where like Lightning Bolt or Raid are not going to be super great, Royal Scions can be perfectly fine. It lets us filter through our deck, or make our creatures very hard to block profitably. +2/+0 first strike and trample means we don't need to go as wide in order to beat these decks. We can just, if you know, we have like a Lord of Atlantis in play, well, normally it's very hard to attack with Lord into like anything. You know, there's like a 3/3 there, or there's even like a Plague Engineer in play, and you have like a 1/1 Lord of Atlantis. Well, okay, so just make it a 3/1 first strike trample. They're never gonna block it then. Like it's very difficult for them. They're gonna have to just take the damage most of the time. So it's a good way to help force through damage on board states where it's like actively just very hard. You know, like Celestial Colonnade is not going to be able to block like any of our creatures ever. Not that like I feel like there's a whole lot of people playing stuff like that, but hell, even stuff like Tarmogoyf, they have like a 4/5 toughness Tarmogoyf. A lot of our creatures are, you know, when we put lords out and stuff, and we pump these up, you can attack into Tarmogoyf with no fear because of the first strike. So yeah, this is a very good card to push through damage, and it also, like I said, loots away dead cards from our hand. So if we draw Aether Vials late in the game, we can use that and try to dig for something more relevant. So it also, kind of like Oko, it starts out with like infinity loyalty. It goes, you know, from 5 loyalty up to 6 the first turn that you play it. So it's very hard to attack down. And I mean, its ultimate will its ultimate is fine. Like, I don't know if we're ever gonna use it. We might not ever get to that point, but I mean, it's still pretty fun. You draw 4 cards and then deal at minimum 4 damage to something. I mean, draw 4 is definitely some text on a card, so we should be able to make pretty good use of Scions, I think. Yeah, if any match where you don't want to like Force of Negation, or if you don't want like a Braid or something, this is a perfectly fine card to bring in. I don't know. Other than that, we have some Graveyard Hate here, another copy of Master Waves, and then some more counter spells. Those are typically things that we play anyway, so I don't know. Let's see how this does. I think this will be an interesting experiment, and hopefully this format's going to work out for everybody, so let's get in there. And you can see, of course, I name all my decks after Death Clock songs, so this one's Blood Ocean. There we go. That is the correct deck. Let's get in there. Ooh, look, there's M. Hayashi up in the leaderboard already. I don't know what he's playing, but I'm sure that it's something spicy. M. Hayashi always has the most interesting lists. So, alright, come on, let's go. I want to get into this right away, so. There we go. Alright, let's join. Come on, opponent. Well, we are up against top decking 14, and we are on the play, so let's take it. This hand looks fine. We can keep this. probably fetch out a basic island. We may not need to shock ourselves with this, so no reason to do it preemptively. You can go Benthic into like Silvergill into Mararidri. That seems pretty good. Emerald to 6, that's also good news. I guess it's a little bit weak if we go up against something like Eldrazi Tron, or even just regular Tron. Okay. Alright, Benthic Biomancer pass. What are we up against? So they mulled to 6. Botanical Sanctum, oh god. Lantern of Insight, oh fuck. We're up against Lantern Control. Alright, well, I guess. Does this change what we're going to do at all? I mean, if we play Silvergill Adept, we can draw this. This isn't really the card that I'm super concerned about getting right now. It might be better off to play Trickster and hope to draw a land. Alright, let's attack for 1. I'm going to play Trickster. Because I have a feeling they might choose to mill this off if they play... Oh, Scheming Symmetry. That's not really what I want. Okay, that's fine. They can choose to get rid of the Lord of Atlantis here if they want. Alright, well they're not going to get Scheming Symmetry, right? So... We don't have like Collector Oath, but we do have Abrade, and we really want to draw the Abrade. It's going to be difficult though with this. And having access to this Benthic Biomancer in order to try to draw the Abrade if they mill us is good. Let's search for Ghoul Caller's Bell. Well, that's definitely not what I want either. So I guess we're just playing Lord of Atlantis. We gotta kill them as fast as humanly possible, because as soon as like Ensnaring Bridge comes online, we're in trouble. The good news is they don't have Mox Opal anymore, so it's a little bit clunkier for them to deploy all their cards. Yeah, this is not great. Alright, well, I guess we attack. They're at 7. So here, I might just, again, play Trickster at the end of their turn. They now have a Bolt in hand, so maybe we can kill them. I cannot do anything about this. I don't know what they're going to get for 2. It's probably not going to be good. Codex Shredder. That's fine. Assassin's Trophy is not great, but I think we can still beat that. Oh, they're gonna whir here. Well, if they get bridged, does that matter? No, they have a card in hand to cast. Fuck. Alright, alright, well, we can't go underneath the bridge. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, no, we got the line. Alright. No, oh no, they don't, because they only have 1 card in hand now. Damn it. No, if I needed them to have 2 cards in hand. So does this matter? So I can only attack them for 1 with Benthic Biomancer right now. I guess I can play the Trickster. It doesn't really make much of a difference. So the question is, do I want to tap out and play something? It might actually be beneficial to play Benthic Biomancer here. I guess if we can find the Abrade and blow up the bridge, that's fine, but they're going to definitely mill it away. Imagine playing, like, Lantern Control in 2020. Fuck. Well, that's not good. Alright, I mean, I could bolt them, but it doesn't really do anything. They're going to draw it. They have 4 lands to play it as well, right? Yeah. I don't think they're going to let me draw that either. That's not the one that I'm really concerned with right now. Alright, you know what? Let's just go to the next game. Like, they have enough mill rocks that we're never going to draw the Abrade. We don't have enough ways to push through it. If we had more lands in play, then possibly we could have, but I am not going to put you through this. However, I think their deck is going to be very vulnerable. Well, no, it's not, because it's not going to be vulnerable to Blood Moon. Damn it. So what do we need? Force of Negation and Deprive. I guess maybe Royal Scions is fine. Is it just a way for us to draw cards? Take out Master Waves. What else? Spreading Seas does not feel like it's very good. We definitely need the Abrades. I think the Bolts are actually fine too. Maybe Marrow Reagery is not as necessary here. I could Blood Moon. I don't think Blood Moon does as much as I need to. Most of their stuff is colorless. Oh, but they do need blue mana for War of Invention, so you know what? Maybe Moon is going to help more than I think it will. Take out Seas. And I have to take out 1 more card. I could take out 1 Ether Vial, because they are probably going to Pithing Needle the Vial. That seems likely. Damn it, this is like the absolute worst way to start off a league. It is. We're up against a deck that like we thought was dead and gone, and it is apparently still here. This is fine. We'll keep this. We have Deprive, we have Vial, and Silvergill should help a little bit. They mulled to 6. Their deck almost has to mulligan, like, because yeah, they can't afford to like keep a hand that has like a Ensnaring Bridge and like a bunch of cards they can't cast, so. Yep. So pretty much just War of Invention and Deprive. They found Darkslick Shores. Or, no, I'm sorry, War of Invention and Ensnaring Bridge are the cards that we really want to deprive. Alright, let's play Silvergill Adept. I did not mean to do that. I totally clicked on Silvergill, and then like I tried to click on it again, and then I just cast the Trickster. So, because the second time I clicked on this incorrectly. That's my fault. Well, this Royal Scions is not going to do very much. So they're just, yeah, they take the Deprive. There's no reason for them not to do that. This is not really going to work out here. Yeah, I think I want that. Now they have to make a choice between being able to cast spells or like keeping this Lantern of Insight. So we can put Silver Gillet. Maybe this is going to accidentally work out for the best. Yeah, you cannot let me have that. So you have to shuffle away the needle. Oh, that was a really good one too. All right. I guess I draw a card and then discard. I'm gonna keep the Cavern since I think they might have, they could have Chalice of the Void in their deck. And I still want to be able to cast creatures through it. Okay, well they don't have Needle off the top now. Alright, well I guess they just had another one. They shuffled it away and then still had it regardless. But they don't know that we picked up a Braid, so that's good. They only have one card left in hand, so... So I could abrade this needle, but if they have a bridge, then we definitely need to kill that. Yeah, O is right, opponent. So are they just top decking lands at this point? I don't think they know either of our cards, so if they just were for bridge, then we can just abrade it. Yep. Alright, so we just have to kill them very, very quickly. Before they top deck another bridge. So this kills them in 2 turns. As long as they don't play another bridge this turn, I think we're... Yeah, if they draw like any nonsense card, they just die. So we are attacking for 8. Sure. Pyroclasm. I am glad that they milled that one. So what did you end up finding? Okay. That means you're dead. I have 8 power in play. You have no cards in hand. This is pointless. Conceded. Alright. Stole game 2 off the back of an abrade that they never saw coming. Yeah, I don't think Cage is really doing anything. Like, these cards aren't doing... we could bring in Relic just to draw a card at instant speed, but I think that the rest of these are probably just better in general. So, yeah, it looks like screwing up with the Silvergill Adepts sort of inadvertently helped us, because then we got to threaten to draw Blood Moon, and we forced them to crack their Lantern, so they just could not string it together. So we're on the draw with this. I think we want to keep it. So we have a braid, so yeah. Well, that's not going to help very much now. I'm hoping that they make us mill off this Deprive, as it looks like it's pretty useful, so... If they have, like, a thing... Oh, no. Alright, well, we are dead. They're now, yeah, now we're fucked because they had the Inquisition and we didn't draw a land. They are not going to let us draw a land either, so... Yeah, they're correcting... I don't know if... Yeah, they probably don't want to let... Yeah, they don't want us to, like... get that. So now, as soon as the bridge comes in play, we're screwed, so... Maybe they won't let us draw it. No, they do. Alright, well, we're mana screwed here, so... We're going to lose to this deck again, actually. I guess we just... as soon as they play bridge, we just concede. I bolt you again. I mean, now they just take the deprive, right? So we have to find mana, and I don't know. We need them to, like, seriously miss on bridge for a very long time. Well, they know every card in our hand now, so it's just a matter of losing. And yeah, damn it, this was terrible. Like, this hand was a definite gamble. Oh, that's not good. I don't think they're gonna let us have this Ether Vial. I think that gets milled off the top. They're just trying to deny mana sources for us now. Because as long as they keep us from getting things in play, like, we can never win the game. Alright. Tell me you found Ensnaring Bridge. Ghoul Caller's Bell. Alright, that doesn't do anything. I mean, it does something in that it keeps us further locked out of here. Okay, yeah, I think you don't want us to have that either. Oh my god, I hate Ensnaring Bridge so much. Alright. Well, we're not going to have this card either. We had like 2 turns to draw a land and we just didn't do it, so... This match is really bad. We kept a hand that had like a good hate card. And okay, yeah, we die now. Yeah, they have bridge on top. We can't beat the bridge. Because even there's no reality in which that we can get rid of the Ensnaring Bridge. So unfortunately, we lose the first round to Lantern Control, which is like no portion of the metagame at all as far as I know, but it is what it is. So alright, I guess I'm gonna see you next round.